Okay, so we're going to do a game now called Labels. And what you're going to need to make sure each participant has is you just take a piece of cardboard and you're going to cut it into long strips and let them fit it to their head and put a piece of tape on it to make a headband. So you want to make sure that each participant has a headband, as all of ours do. And so I will ask all of our participants to go ahead and put their headband on. Okay. And we can have a little chuckle now.
Very attractive.
Okay. Get another souvenir. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is on your headband, I'm going to put a label, okay? And I already have 6 labels made up. Sometimes we have a few more than that, and those are all on the website. But one thing that's really important for you to know is that the label that I put on your headband is not what I think of you, okay? That's random, okay? I just have them laid there. It's not what I think of you.
Greg's like,
my opinion of you in any stretch of the imagination, good or bad, okay? But once you get the label on your head, this is your job, okay? I'm gonna give you guys something to talk about in a minute once everyone has their labels on. And what you need to do is you need to give other people information about their labels without telling them what their label is. So you don't say, oh, you're, right? But you're gonna give them clues, okay? You're gonna give them clues about what their label is. So
like how would you give them a clue?
Well, like one of the labels that we don't have right now, it won't be in this group, but sometimes we have in a group, was we have a label, maybe goody two-shoes. So maybe you would kind of joke them like, oh, well, you know she's going to do it right, or oh, there's the teacher's pet, or something like that in the conversation to let them know. And to keep things kind of going, I may participate. I may egg you guys on a little bit. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. So remember, these are not what I think of you. Okay? It's very important to remember that. Okay? So you will know what everyone else is, but you won't know what yours is. Okay?
No. You can't tell I can't tell people what they are.
Don't.
Oh, settle down, Sean.
I know. Really relax.
Yes, relax.
Sure was that.
I'm Greg. You are not the boss of me. You're not the boss of me.
I'm glad that he's sitting next to him, though. Maybe he can kind of manage some things.
Kind of show me the way. Yeah.
Okay.
This is true.
Okay, so this is the scenario, okay, is that we've been given $100,000, okay, and we're a community and we're people from the community, and we've been asked to come together to figure out how we would like to spend that $100,000, okay, and so we need to discuss it real fast and come up with some plans, and we only have a few minutes. Like really quick, I'll send it. Like you've got a $100,000 grant if you could find a good way to use it. Okay, and so Greg, what do you think? Why don't you go ahead and take over from here?
What we're gonna do with 100,000?
Yeah, like did you figure out with this group what we should do?
What should we do?
You know what, Sean? Can you not fidget your hands so much?
Sorry.
Like try and just
So is it $100,000 for like a city or a community?
Relax,
or for
everybody
us?
will get their share.
Calm down.
Everybody will get
Please
their share.
calm down.
A little bit.
I know, I'm feeling the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful.
But can I sit by you?
No, I'm sitting by her. I want to sit by her.
Hey,
Oh.
you don't get to make all the rules.
Yeah.
You don't get to make all the
Everybody
rules.
loves this show.
Yeah.
So who's
I
gonna?
guess
What are we talking
Did you
about?
guys hear
Nobody
something?
sees you.
What?
Yeah.
Did you hear something? What was that noise?
There's
cricket.
5 of us
Is that
here.
rain
Figure this
again?
out.
It's like a cricket or something.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Sean, calm down.
So, all right, we have $100,000. What do you want to do with it?
Hey,
I
I'm
don't like
sorry.
that.
I'm following her.
Yes.
We don't know what you
Wait. So,
think.
what are the limitations of it?
What
Like,
is that
can I use
noise? What was that?
What?
So,
No.
stop moving.
Don't sit that close to her, cuz.
Okay, I'll do whatever you say. Where should I sit?
Sit in between.
Maybe that seat is almost empty.
Yeah, sit there.
I still haven't heard any ideas about what
What is
we're
that
doing.
noise? What is that noise?
A ghost or
I don't think we're
something.
getting anywhere.
Okay, relax.
seem like it.
Relax.
Very
Try and
much.
hold
Yeah.
still. Relax.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what your label is?
Huh?
Do you know what your label is?
Oh, my.
Yeah,
Oh,
do you know what your
I'm
label is?
assuming leader.
Oh, got it. Take it off.
Oh, I can take that.
Do you know what yours is?
I must be anxious. Oh, we do better.
Yes, this is true.
Sometimes it works out right.
I'm wondering if mine is like anger management or explosive personality, something like that.
And then
Explosive
you got it.
Angry.
And then poor Catherine.
The what? The invisible one?
Yes.
Yeah.
She did a pretty good job of being invisible. Okay. So
I tried.
you tried. Yeah. So anyway, so what, first of all, how's everyone feeling about this activity? What do you guys think?
Kind of hard.
It's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird. Now,
Yeah, like what is this?
well, it's called labels. We went through it a little quick because we're short on time. You definitely want to give people more time, and usually we have more labels. And like I
You
said,
have a lot, yeah. more
you'll
people.
see more labels on the website. We already have them listed. But the idea is that we really want to think about teaching people to see people for the whole person and not just for the label. And it breaks down into every different type of class you want. I've done this with teachers, I've done this with parents, I've done this with couples. But it's that when we get fixated on something, like if a child gets labeled hyperactive, that we see whatever we're looking for. It's like all day long today, no one has thought when they thought of Sean, oh my gosh, she's hyperactive.
Actually, I thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
But when he's sitting there, and that's what I'm looking for, did I not find ways that he was being hyperactive? Stop your leg. Stop fidgeting your hands. So he was not doing anything everyone else wasn't doing, but I was looking for that. So that's part of it, is that we see what we think we're going to see because we're looking for it. So best line ever is, if you want your husband to act like a jerk, call him a jerk. If you're thinking he's a jerk, you're going to find ways he's a jerk. You know? So it's about thinking about what you're looking for. The other thing about labels is this, is that we're more than our labels, and so you never want to just see somebody as just hyperactive or just angry or just bossy. But then we had some good labels in here too. We had very attractive and we had natural leader, which most people would think, hey, I want to be a natural leader. That sounds really good. Is there anything that could be bad about that?
Yeah, everybody calls on you.
Exactly, right?
Expecting
It was
something.
constantly like, what do you think, Greg? What do you think, Greg? Which, okay, maybe some situations that's real comfortable, right?
Well, and other people might have good ideas too. Besides
Exactly. And plus, even for the good labels, it's like if people only see you in one way, that limits you. Maybe you don't want to be the leader every time, you know? So it's really, this is a great activity to get people to think about how we label each other and really working hard to go beyond those labels. Now, in all honesty, we did plan for Catherine to be invisible. We did, which we don't usually plan who's getting the label, but invisible is an interesting one that you always want to do because it really brings out a lot for a group discussion to talk about what happens when people aren't seen. And Catherine was actually quite good about it, but I actually had in one group, the invisible person stood on top of the chair and started flapping his arms and goes, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. But it's great because it really fits into like some of the stuff like with Sue Johnson and other people with the whole idea that, you know, attachment and tuning into people, that when people aren't being attended to, they don't feel like they count or they matter, and so they do things to get more attention, right? So I think all you gotta do is think about kids, you know? Someone's not giving them some kind of attention, they'll take any type of attention they can get. Okay. So any questions or comments or thoughts about this activity?
What I noticed is that when we started kind of guessing what was our label, we kind of start acting like,
Take it on.
Yeah,
Like
that's
what
a
we
very
thought it
good
was.
point. Absolutely. And I think that's so
That's
true for people, right?